What's up, guys? Blue Yeti here, doing my first ever unboxing video. And what else to unbox than, guess what? The Blue Yeti. I am really excited to finally get my hands on this microphone. It's going to be the microphone that I use pretty much for every single one of my videos. It's been a long time coming. Previously in the past, when I've recorded things such as podcasts or videos or anything on my computer, I would use the Blue Snowball microphone, which is a fantastic starting out microphone for anyone who may be interested in getting into videos or podcasts or anything, gaming, recording, stuff like that. Right now, I believe on Amazon, this is all the way down to, I think, like $45. When I bought it, it was close to $100, and it is a fantastic mic for those of you who are just starting out, wanting to get professional sound quality. All you have to do is get that $45, add another maybe $10 for a pop filter, and you actually have a really, really professional sound. But for right now, we are going to be focusing on the Blue Yeti. Now, the Blue Yeti is it's close to the Blue Snowball, but there are a lot of improvements. Obviously, one you can tell just between the design of it. The Blue Yeti is a more taller, leaner microphone. The Blue Snowball obviously is a snowball. But one thing that is very advanced on the Blue Yeti as opposed to the Blue Snowball is that all these different features you get here, and I'm going to get into them a little bit in more detail coming up. But this Blue Snowball mic doesn't have any other additional settings other than just one person being able to talk into it. This just comes apart like this. It's unscrews, and usually on other microphones you might have a couple different settings for record the front, the back, all around. This just, you can only talk really into the front of the microphone, which makes it good for things such as podcasting and gaming, but you'll struggle recording things like if you're doing singing with vocals with multiple people, or doing an interview with 2 or more people. You would have to crowd around the front of the microphone. So that was really the only downside of the Blue Snowball. Like I said before, it is a fantastic beginner microphone. It's done me so well. I've done 3 different podcast series, I think, with this Blue Snowball microphone, and I have not ever received one feedback complaining that the audio was not good in any of those. So that's the Blue Snowball mic, but I'm really, really, really excited to finally get my hands on a Blue Yeti. So before we go inside the box, let's take a look at the outside of the box. So I guess this is the front, just Blue Yeti, a picture. Ultimate USB microphone for professional recording. Gives you a nice close-up and shows you the features on the front. So here we go. 4 settings, infinite possibilities. Now this is what I was talking about that the Blue Snowball does not have, the Blue Yeti does. So there are 4 settings: stereo, cardioid, omnidirectional, and bidirectional. So we start with stereo. So stereo is pretty much, it can come in, so I'll demonstrate on the Snowball for right now. So stereo would mean it can record people from the front or the two sides. Looks to be what you can record with stereo. Now, so that says right here, and it gives you a little chart, which is handy, recommending like what type you should use depending on what you're doing it for. So stereo is good for vocals, an ensemble choir, if there's just like 3 or 4 people scattered around the microphone, that's good. Or instruments as well, which is similar to ensemble choir. Next setting is cardioid, which is what the Blue Snowball that I've had does. It's pretty much, you can only really record from talking right into it. Now, like it says here, this is great for podcasting or gaming voiceovers, video voiceovers, singing if you're just solo singing, or also if you're playing an instrument. I recorded a couple of different videos in which I would play a ukulele and sing along with it, and it sounded great. Picked up the ukulele really well as long as the vocals, and it mixed them really well as well. So omnidirectional means all the directions. And so this is what you're going to do for conference calls, field recordings, events, orchestras. So you can have everyone crowd around and sing. If you had like a choir, you can put it in the middle, have everyone crowd around, sing. and you'll get a full recording of all 4 directions on the microphone. And then bi-directional, which just means it goes in the front and it goes in the back. And this is pretty much just good for interviews. It says interviews, instruments, and vocal duets. So interviews, you're sitting across the table from someone interviewing them. It'll record both those ways. Instruments, again, if you and someone else, a friend of yours, is playing an instrument. And then vocal duets, so you're both looking at each other and singing. You're going to want to use the bi-directional setting to pick up just the front and the back sound, so there's no additional sounds coming in from the sides. So here we have a little more in-depth detail of the a nice diagram. So let's see, we have a mute button. So this is the front of the mic. We have a mute button on the front and the master volume. Now on the back you have a mic gain control, which is new, and a the select which kind of pattern you want. So stereo, cardioid, omnidirectional, or bidirectional. It also has a USB mini jack, standard a mic stand mount, obviously, custom bass, and a headfoot output, which is really cool. It's something that I really wish the Snowball had, where you plug your microphone, you plug a set of headphones, into the bottom of the microphone, and you can hear what you can hear in your headphones, like how you would hear on the computer when you're done recording it. You hear yourself in live time, which is really cool. And down here, USB cable included. These are just a bunch of Yetis. Yeti, now a legendary ape-like creature who roams the Himalayas, an incredibly versatile USB microphone found worldwide. I believe those are both taken from Merriam-Webster, the 17th edition. Down here, it's the same thing in, looks like French. So that is it, I believe, for the front. On the bottom, sister requirements, Windows 8, Windows 7, all that good stuff, Macintosh. The top, pretty basic. Yeti on a computer, Yeti plugged into a computer. Funny how things work out. So let's go ahead and let's open this bad boy up, and can't wait to see what's inside. So let's go ahead and start to open this thing up. It appears to have just a nice, easy access. Is in here. This opens up like this. Well, let's put this down. Slide the box out. So let's see, inside this we got nothing. So I'm just going to put this to the side like that. Okay, so here she is. Just okay, wow, okay. Didn't account for there to be tape. In the meantime, maybe I don't have to use the tape. Well, now that I'm absolutely destroying the box, wow, I just took a hard L on opening that. Well, I hope it works. Okay, so the first thing that seems to be in the box is the, like it mentioned before, the mini USB included cable to plug from your computer into your microphone in order to start recording. Now let's turn this on up. Slide this baby out. Let's see, is there any other packaging in here? So, no, so it looks like here's just the quick start guide. I know, a little tease right there. Just some literature. Congratulations on your purchase of the Yeti, the most advanced and versatile multi-pattern USB microphone roaming the wild today. The Yeti is the ultimate tool for creating amazing recordings, no matter what the source or environment. Best of all, this Yeti can capture anything! Exclamation point. The Yeti features Blue's innovative triple capture array, allowing for recording in studio or your choice of 3 unique patterns, including cardioid, omnidirectional, and bidirectional, giving you recording capabilities usually requiring multiple microphones. So there's just a little introduction there, getting to know your Yeti, a little kind of quick start guide, just triple capsule array, multiple pattern selection, microphone gain, blue logo, set screws, mute button, status light, headphone jack, all that good stuff. This is how to set up Windows XP, Windows Vista, how you get your mic ready to go. Windows 7, Windows 8. It looks like, and then the back's going to be in French. So that's about that. Again, saying what you should use for each direction, but that's pretty much it. So I guess all that leaves now is to Oh, wow. Oh, excuse me. Put this back here. Oh, it's actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh, we have some where it rubbed up against the styrofoam. Now, is there also tape here, or is it just really jam-packed? I think it's just really jam-packed. Oh, man. Gosh. I'm so confused. Oh, there we go. Wow. And there she is. Look at this. Oh, came with dessert. Oh man, look at this thing just glistening. It is actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I thought it would be smaller than this. Here, I'll put a couple of different angles up right now to show you from all around it, but it is a nice looking microphone. Now, I just got the standard gray version. There are, on Amazon.com, there are a lot of different colors. There's vintage white, whiteout, blackout, midnight blue. There was like a vintage color. I don't know. I just went with the gray. That's what Best Buy had in stock, and that's more than okay with me. I'm not going to get too picky as far as color is concerned. Now let's bring it back here and compare it to the Blue Snowball microphone. So look at these two together. So obviously, yeah, this, looking at the two and just giving it a basic run over of the two, you can definitely tell that the Blue is a higher quality microphone. This is nice, feels like nice stainless steel or metallic, some sort of thing. This is, for the most part, plastic on the outside with the nice metallic wiring in it, but this looks fantastic. It's great finish on here. Here we go. On the back we have all your different settings, your gain thing, and then here at the bottom we have the, I'll have to clean this up a little bit, we have the headphone jack, the mini USB, and I am just really excited to start using this in my video for you guys. I assume that this is what you use to tighten it wherever you want it to be. There you go. Now, another thing that I noticed is that the Blue Yeti is really good, even necessarily without a pop filter. The Blue microphone, I pretty much needed a pop filter for. It greatly enhanced the quality. Now, I'm sure these, I don't see pop filters on them as much. I see a lot of some of the pop filter like covers that you put on the top. I'm going to try and find a pop filter for it, just because I prefer to use one as opposed to not. But you can definitely get by better using this just as a nicer quality microphone than using the Blue Snowball without a pop filter. So I am going to just, for fun, just open up this wire. Wow, this is pretty long. It's gotta be like, I don't know, 10 feet? Sound about right? We're going to take the micro USB port and the micro USB cable, connect the two, and that is what you're going to see when you first set up your Blue microphone. Now, like I said, I'm really excited to start using this microphone. It's going to be used in all the videos, and I have a bunch coming up. I'm really trying to get into this whole YouTube thing and get on a consistent schedule with posting and stuff, and I hope that you guys find my content really interesting, but really diverse. I plan to do a lot of different things, talking about a lot of different subjects, which I think is something that is kind of lost in YouTube at the moment. Everyone kind of picks a niche and dives right into it, but I think it'll be kind of refreshing to see someone who can just does whatever and doesn't really need any restrictions on anything. He just does what he feels like doing or feels like talking about. So I have a lot of cool things planned, and I hope that you guys really enjoy the content. But I really wanted to make sure that I had a really, really solid mic before really throwing myself into this YouTube project that I'm working on. So the Blue Snowball has served me really, really well. Again, I recommend it for anyone who's new to podcasting, video game voiceovers, video voiceovers, anything like that. It is a really solid microphone for only $45. You know, back when this first came out, it was over $100, and the quality of it has not changed at all. It's just dropping in price. This is also dropping in price. This used to be like $150, $160, I remember. I got it for about $110 today. Both of these are really solid microphones, and if you have any questions or comments or whatever, leave them below. You can also follow me on Twitter at a Blue Yeti. I look forward to being active on there, as well as starting to become more active on YouTube over the next few weeks. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was my first unboxing, and it was a lot of fun. I'm sorry that it seems pretty unprofessional. If you ever watched like unboxing channels, it's really, really high quality. They have nice wooden layouts, and the lighting is perfect, and you don't see shadows and all this stuff. They're really organized. But hey, I make do with what I got, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So until next time, and always, stay cool.